Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming my eyebrow routine, and I meant to film this video a while ago, but then I had to get a new eyebrow pencil and I had to restart and get my routine down again. So this is just going to be how I do my eyebrows. A lot of you have been asking for this video, so I thought I would go ahead and film it for you all, so I hope you enjoy. If you don't like how I do my eyebrows, then just don't do yours like this. I'm just doing this video because you guys are asking for it. Obviously my eyebrows are not identical. I'm trying to think of which one has more of an arch. I feel like this one has more of an arch than the other one, but you guys will probably see when I start filling them in. But the way I fill them in, it's really easy. It doesn't take that long, and kind of once you get a routine down, it's super easy to just keep on doing it like that. So it took me a really long time to get this routine down, so I kind of like the way that they are now. So I hope you guys do too, and let's just get straight into it. So there's only 3 products that I use for my eyebrows, and I use the NYC automatic eyeliner pencil in bold brown, and I use this to outline and fill them in. And then I use the Brow Drama by Maybelline in deep brown, and I only use this sometimes. It honestly depends on how well my brows stay down that day, but I'll just use this on the ends of them. And then if I'm doing more of a full coverage look, then I will also highlight underneath the brow bone and a little before. So I'm just going to show that to you guys too, so you can see what I do when I do that. But these are the only products that I use for my eyebrows. So I use the pencil first, and I twist it up pretty high so that the point is nice and really pointy basically. And then I will just go in, and I start at the very end and work my way to the back. A lot of people do it the other way around, but I find this is the easiest way for me. So I just start about there, and I just start lining back. And when I go back, I actually line through the eyebrow. I don't line underneath it, since this is already pretty straight itself. It's the top I have to worry about. And I just bring it out a little bit, and then I do the other side. And like I said, these are not identical. They're pretty close, but they're definitely not identical, and you'll see that when I start shading it in and everything. And then I go ahead and I just do the top. And this is when I'll bring the arch in a little bit, so I really want this to be nice and pointy. And the thing I like about pencil is if I mess up, I can easily just wipe it off, and it's not gonna stay on forever. So that's why I use pencil. And then I just go ahead and I start shading it in just with small strokes so it looks more natural, because if you really just literally just color in your eyebrows, it looks like you painted them on your face, and that's not really what we're going for. So and before I go all the way in, I go ahead and I do the same thing to the other eyebrow. The thing I like about the gel that I'm going to be using after for the outer part of my brow is it fills in just the little tiny parts that you couldn't get filled in just because you don't have enough hair there, or it's just looking too artificial. So that's why I really like tinted brow gels. Alright, so we're just about to the center part of the brows, and this is where I'm going to do a nice gradient fade away. So it's going to look crazy at first, but you'll see what I do. Also, when you're filling in your brows, you want to have just a blank expression on your face basically, because if you're smiling or something, your eyebrows obviously change with your expression. So you want to keep it to the straight face if you can, because that's really going to help when you are done. You won't actually look crazy. And then this is the part where I do the fade away. So I just take my pinky. So I just push my finger back, and then I'll do up and down just to kind of wipe it away. So this is how they came out once I faded away in the front. And sometimes I'll go back in and I'll pencil it in, and then I'll fade it even more. Because sometimes I just can't get it the way to look. I can't get it to look the way that I want it to. But today it worked pretty well, so happy about that. So before I like set them and everything, I'm going to conceal above and below. So I just use this Sonia Kashuk brush that I got from one of their holiday sets or something, which actually sucked. But I really like this brush, so I kept this one. And I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is in the color Fair, which is 15, and this is one of the lighter shades. And I don't use a lot of this. What I do is I take the concealer and the brush and I just take a little bit off of the brush because I don't want to have tons, and then I go ahead and I highlight underneath. And I don't use a lot because I don't want it to be too intense. And then I flip the brush over and I just blend it down. And obviously I'm going to blend this out even more, but for now, I just keep it in this area. And this also works as like a, I mean, like it is a brow bone highlight, but it looks really good with your eyeshadow as well. And then I just go ahead and blend that down. And using your finger is always good because your finger takes off more product than a brush usually can. And then I take the brush again and I do the same thing, except I don't use as much, and I just put it around the arch. And I just blend this in. And if you highlight too much, you can just go ahead and take your brush or sponge or whatever you use for your foundation, or just top it up around that area and just add some more, just so that it's not as intense, if you feel what I'm saying. And then I just blend, blend, blend. So I already have a BB cream on, so this is how highlighted it would look if I did not go ahead and add some more on top. So if you want it to look like this, that's fine, but I'm going to take the brush that I used and I'm just going to blend around the top area. I like it to be nice and highlighted underneath, so that's fine with me, but I am going to blend the top just a little bit. And if you do your brows before you do your foundation, this could be even better for you because you would be covering up a little bit of that in the process. And now I'm going to go ahead and set them. So like I said, I'm using the Maybelline Maybelline Brow Drama. I felt like Master was in there for some reason. And this is in deep brown. And so I'm just going to use that on the outer part of my eyebrow. And the rest I'm just going to use my fingers just to blend that back. Because this, when it dries, it gets a little bit of like a crusty look, so I just like to focus it on the outside part, because if I bring it in too far, it just completely ruins the eyebrow look. So these are the finished brows. As you can tell, you can still see the brush strokes. You can see them a little more in this eyebrow, and it's always like that. I don't know why. And here's a close-up. So that is all that I do for my eyebrows, you guys. I hope I explained it well. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. And if you have any more requests, definitely let me know. I'm probably going to film a winged eyeliner, like how I do it, because I never show that on camera because it's really hard to film, especially when I have eyeshadow and it's just a hot mess. So I'm going to be filming that, so don't worry about requesting that because that will be on the way soon. But if you have any other requests, go ahead and leave those down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you all in my next one. I love you. Bye.